Thousand Lives Gaming here with another game review. I tout myself as a part-time gamer and somebody who really enjoys playing games. I've played a lot of JRPGs in my time and a lot of tactics games, starting all the way back from like Tactics Ogre, Final Fantasy Tactics, some of the OGs. I know money can be tight right now, and if you're anything like me, don't want to be spending money on a game that you're not going to end up liking. I originally just downloaded the demo for this game. The demo, however, was pretty substantial. There's a lot of content to it, and it takes you through like the entire first 3 chapters of the game before allowing you to, if you want to buy the full game, to transfer your save data over. So if this was your strategy to try and check it out, then it's well worth doing. As far as the game itself goes, it is very much a straight-up tactics game. It's going to be very reminiscent in the playstyle of Final Fantasy Tactics, or any game that's going to fall into that category, where it's going to be a grid system that your characters are going to be moving in. They're each going to have specific classes that can level up. Weapons can level up. You can upgrade the classes. It doesn't appear that there's a class changing system at this point in time, but the variety of the characters and the classes that they have is very well spread out. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of variety. There's everything from a little girl who's a juggler that throws balls at people. There's an archmage apprentice that knows like every magic that there is, and then there are people that are mage specific focus, like spell types only for fire, only for ice, archers, you've got ninja classes, etc. So they've got all the basics covered there. One thing that this game really excels in beyond that, though, is the dialogue system. So there are a whole lot of games that we've played in our time that are going to have different dialogue options that are going to let you kind of build how the character grows and develop the story that way. Much like you'd see in something of that kind of game like Mass Effect or even Witcher 3. When you make these dialogue selections, they become pretty final. There's no backtracking unless you've stopped and saved and you want to go back and try and pick a different option. Even then, though, you don't actually see the weight of the decision that you just made in that dialogue until a little bit later in the game. I like that because somebody who likes to be a completionist and tends to overthink decisions, that would stop me in my tracks from actually progressing. This way, you can actually see the weight of the decisions you make later on in the game. Some of the way that shows up is going to be how you build your relationships with party members, and even which party members might become available to you as the game progresses. There are some characters you may not even have access to until maybe like a second or third playthrough as you see the story unfold in a different way. The leveling system is largely based around grinding, like a lot of these games are, but as you can see from the video playing behind me, the graphics in it are not terrible, even if it is built to look like and feel like an old school pixelated JRPG. Its skill animations and magic animations are actually very artistically done. The art scene for the cutscenes is beautiful. The storyline is actually really well developed as well. It's got some nice twists and turns. It's got some betrayals. It definitely doesn't just jump you right into the war. You see the slow build for the story progressing as you're playing through it. I'll be honest, when I first picked this up, I was excited to play a new tactics strategy style game. I wasn't super sure how good this game would be. I had my doubts, I was skeptical, and I ended up immediately after the demo was over and it told me I would need to buy the full game to be able to finish playing it, went ahead and made that purchase. I had no doubts, no second guessing, and I have a feeling if you like any of these styles of games at all, you'll end up being in the same boat. This game is definitely a win in my book, and one that I think is well worth the money. So if you enjoy tactics games, you enjoy strategy games, this is going to be something you want to take a look at. Thanks for listening. I'm going to have more game reviews coming your way.